I wanted to talk about this though. We got to talk about Benzino.
Oh,
I know this is like, C-list news right now, but people were talking about it all week, so, and it was interesting to watch cuz I'm like,
I love my good sis, but they both look like potato heads. These pictures, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it like, wait a minute, why they look like this? Is it
I'm really
distorted? What's
honey,
going
this is the
on?
best picture I got of Benzino right now, okay? Cuz I was definitely I'm like I could have used the old back in the day pictures, but I'm like, honey, that's false advertisement.
I'm like, did he get his jaws done? What's going on here?
Not his jaws.
He
Anyway,
got so his neck. He got his neck put up in his jaws. That's what it was. So he ain't got no neck.
so let's get into it. So a lot of people have been talking about Benzino. A resurface video had dropped or whatever. Like it was in the span of a couple weeks. Like people have been talking about Benzino regarding his sexuality and what he's into for a couple weeks now. So just for context reasons, like there was a video that surfaced around of him and a male friend at a Red Roof Inn hotel, and I guess
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to check out, or the receptionist was trying to get them to check out, but they didn't check out on time. So he called the cops. And when the cops came in and everybody was knocking on the door, ain't nobody answered. One person was in the shower, one person was not. When he finally opened the door, I guess that's when Benzino was trying to leave up out the place, and the person was still in the shower. And it was just very
Okay.
unclear. And it was like, okay, honey, what's going on? And he went on Clubhouse. He did like Clubhouse features and stuff like that. He was talking about like, oh well, dudes is always packed up at the motel. If you ain't, because his whole response was he was down on his luck, and he was with a friend for a month at a Red Roof Inn hotel. The story keeps on changing on his part, so that's why I'm just gonna like keep it at bay with that. Let's put a pin on it. Now, because of that resurfaced clip, everybody was, the conversation started to spark and it was like, oh, well, Benzino really into dudes, or he's into trans women, and he's definitely into different things. Shauna Brooks' name gets brought up. Now, when Shauna's name get brought up, Sis released a video
Whew.
of a conversation between the two of them.
Mm.
And he was saying all this stuff like, "Oh, you being selfish, and this is something I ain't never did before, and this is crazy, and basically, hush, don't say nothing."
Mm-hmm.
But she got that shit on record. Now, look. Here's my thing.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I think they both like they both.
I'm just
You just.
this topic is it's just so much. It's just so much to unpack.
It really is. Like part
I'm
of me
still
is
trying to
like,
get over the fact they look like potato heads. But can you take the picture down? Can you just take a picture for me?
it's not for me.
I can't concentrate. Well, look at those pictures. So this is the thing. Like, I don't know what anything about what this man does in his own privacy. But it's like, if you're a DL person, like, you can't be I feel like being a DL famous person is weird. Because first of all, people can always be in your business. That's what makes you famous, right? Even though you are entitled to have a private life.
Yeah.
But if you are going to have a private life, people can use their discretion in being discreet. But if you are trying to be deceitful, it's different.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you're a down low man at this point in the game, like there's nothing wrong with you being attracted to the female figure, and them biologically being born a man, or if they transitioned to the female form. I mean, you're still technically straight because you're attracted to women. You're attracted to feminine energy. It's energy, right? I mean, depending on how far their transition goes, the only difference would be between some trans women And biological women is that they can't have kids. But if you have a biological woman that's barren, who can't produce children, what's the difference? She might as well be a trans woman too.
Oh, okay.
What's the difference? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the
Okay.
for all intents purposes? Like, because people are
Hmm.
people. And I feel like humans are just we get caught up in all this stuff about pleasing other people and what other people are gonna say. Listening to the videos, he was like, in today's world, like you're not doing anything wrong, but people gonna look at me crazy because I'm like an alpha male. I'm supposed to be blah blah blah, and this is new to me. You know, to have to explain, me my attraction to a trans person or a trans woman, and my brain was like, you don't have to explain shit to nobody. You an old ass man. You 55 years old. Ain't that what you said in the tapes? You 55 years old. You are
Yeah.
old enough to go stick your dick in anything you want to. And we probably won't care. I mean, you're Benzino.
And that's the thing too, because he was on a lot of Clubhouse. Like he was on Clubhouse with this dude that was on another Clubhouse talking crap and saying, outing him, outing air quotes outing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was cursing him out, saying, "Oh my goodness, is that and the third? Like y'all just be wanting to make every straight person gay. Is that and the third?" I'm like, let's be very clear. Let's be very clear.
We don't want no more you niggas.
We okay. We could care less if you are gay or straight, boy. It is not. If you think, okay, let's be very clear.
I just
My
feel like
whole
if you're
thing
gonna do it,
is
just to get you a baddie. That's my
my
thing at
thing is
this
if you
point.
going not a bad. Oh, is Shauna not a baddie?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, just get a baddie and just live your life and be real. Like I'm too like at 55, I'm not sneaking around doing shit. 55, like nigga, you about to die and half your life is over. Okay,
Not half your life is over.
half of it is over. Go and do whatever you want to do without having to try to explain it to anybody or feeling bad or trying to. I wish I would have to try to cover up shit that I'm doing at his age with
Mm-hmm.
the type of coverage I have as far as money is concerned. Like I can do whatever I want to do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck you, your mama, your brother, your cousin. Okay, your
Right,
trans
right.
granny, all of them because I want to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's just weird. Now, as far as outing someone goes, I don't think that's right. Like people
yeah.
are allowed to have their own story. They're allowed to protect the integrity of their private life. I don't think it's fair to out someone,
It
unless
was
unless your life is in danger. Like
on
unless someone is.
Shauna's part. It was very clout chasey, but I understand because a lot of women in the trans community they feel like you wanted me, you
You
sought
use
me
me.
out,
You treated me like a sex toy, and I don't like that and hurt my
and
feelings
yeah, and then
because
now you're
I
shelving
thought
me, and I have to disappear. So it
right.
can be frustrating.
Yeah, I get it.
But I mean, I don't know. Shauna, she's always looking for the story. Okay, she's always looking for the storyline. And you know, I'm just saying, like a Laverne Cox doesn't have these issues. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, it's
Okay.
just
And
a
you said what
different,
you said. Yeah, it's a
you
different
know,
type
I,
of girl. She's a different brand of girl.
when you got it, you got it. Um, what that person said on TikTok, the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And I think that you gotta stop. And there was some quote on either it was a quote or it was a video on TikTok, but somebody was like, stop chasing them trades, stop chasing them trades, and get you a butch queen. Okay, I think it was Twitter now. I think it was Twitter
Right.
because you know what I'm talking about.
Oh snap! So I'm always doing recon. Why did 50 Cent post the videos of this man?
What?
50 Cent posted the videos, the Shauna and Benzino videos. 50 Cent is a troll.
Let
He
me
said young.
hold.
He
Let
said
me
young
look.
book Benzino
Hold
just
on.
embrace young book. Benzino just embrace who you are, but don't pat nobody. But when they score basketball, fool.
Oh yeah,
LOL.
yeah, that's old. Yeah, yeah. He made that.
It's 2 days ago. Why you call him a punk?
Child.
See, that's the part that I don't like about 50 Cent though. Like he's funny, but something like 50. Come on now, you're making your fans feel like you're making us feel like clowns for supporting you. Like don't be doing this to people. Do it
I think he be
privately.
bumping purses too. Let's be very clear. Let's be very fucking clear. That
No,
picture he did. Let me stop.
no, Darren. It's this. It's this is what I'm talking about. This. He's the
what is
potato head. It's the picture.
that? Stop.
Now he
Not
said,
mix the
"What the
potato
fuck
head,
is wrong
child.
with your job, boy? The world's not ready for that." He said it gives.
Yeah, him and Benzino was going back and forth on social media. I was just like, girls, you're both pretty. Okay, let's move on.
This is horrible. It's horrible.
It is like and I think when you and I think okay, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be
And
DL,
also,
you're gonna be discreet.
right.
Shut the
I
fuck up
also
about
don't,
it too.
right. And I also want these straight niggas to be quiet and to not jump on this thing about trying to shame men who are trans
Okay.
attracted.
Yeah, that too.
Like, don't shame them. They can love who they want. You like what you like. They like what they like. And like, it's also like, it's the men that be bothering me the most. Like, women say they stuff and they be saying some crazy shit too. I just be like, oh, I'll deal with that. But it's the men that be bothering me. It's like, why do you care what another man is doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's given very much you want to fuck him. Now anyway.
Right. Why are you worried about his penis? Like, why are you worried about where he put it? Like,
they really, the straight dudes be really worried about that shit. And it's just like, it's, you know how it looks
do
bad
that around me. I'm like, you know how concerned you are about, like, why are you so protective of other men's penises?
And that's why I say sexuality is fluid. Like, it's really like nobody wants to admit it because we're all on labels right now. But that's another can of worms for another show. But at the end of the day, I feel like with Benzino, the only reason why I'm just kind of like, girl, fuck you, is because you said all that shit about Lil Nas X when he did his thing at the BET Awards, and now this came out. Like, bruh, y'all be throwing rocks in glass houses. I really, there's nothing more I can say about this because like I said, this is C-list news right now. You know, we had to get ratchet today. But yeah, Benzino is just like it's very weird. It's getting weird.